Who is going to be the first to take that trip to Goon City? Now available on ProWrestlingTees.com, the newest design for Off the Script, taking that trip to Goon City. ProWrestlingTees.com/Off the Script, $19.99. Get yours today on top of version 1 and version 2 of Get Off My TV. Goon City is the newest addition for the Off the Script podcast, hosted by yours truly, JD from NY. Let's all take that bus trip to Goon City collectively, man. Let's populate Goon City and show why this is the #1 fucking podcast on YouTube.com, man. That's ProWrestlingTees.com/Off the Script. What is going on, guys? JD from New York here. Oh, Magic 8 Ball. Should JD quit his fucking low-end piece of shit job to concentrate on being the most prolific, consistent, and dedicated WWE content creator on YouTube.com? What do you have to say to me, bro? What do you have to say to me? I gotta take the glasses off for this one, because this is very important. Come on, man, give me an answer. My reply is yes. Even the Magic 8 Ball knows, bro. Even the Magic 8 Ball knows. I guarantee the Magic 8 Ball knows. Is number 113. Part number 1 for your Friday, man. This is Off the Script, the #1 fucking podcast in your subscription boxes right here on YouTube.com. I didn't actually think I was going to get to record this. You know, I just got home from work. I don't give a shit what time it is. This needs to be done. You guys expect it. It's my most popular fucking show. It does amazing every single week. It's growing every single week. And I don't give a shit who has a problem with it or not, bro. I need to record. It needs to be up at 11 a.m. sharp. Otherwise, my whole body is off. When I don't see Off the Script in the sub boxes at 11 a.m., my entire being is just thrown off, bro. So, I hope you guys appreciate it. This is episode number 113, part number 1 for your Friday, April 15th, 2016. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and thank you for all the recent support. We are on our way to 50,000 subscribers. We are sitting at about 47.2 right now, so hopefully this is a good weekend. Should be. I got a lot of news for you guys. I got a lot of news about John Cena and Roman Reigns. I got news on The Undertaker. I got news on Randy Orton and when he's coming back and who he might be rumored to be going up against in his return feud. I got a lot of news on that. I got a lot of news on Zack Ryder and why he is going absolutely nowhere following WrestleMania 32. I got a bunch of shit. We got news on the Bullet Club and Payback and what I think about everything that's happening with Roman Reigns and AJ Styles and just a ton of shit we're going to go over. So it's going to be a nice long weekend right here on Off the Script, full of news and rumors and, of course, yours truly and the Magic 8 Ball, a.k.a. Mini Meltzer. All right, so if you guys don't know what goes on here, if you're new to the fucking show, this is Off the Script, the #1 fucking source for WWE news or rumors right here on YouTube.com. I am JD. You can follow me on Twitter at JDfromNY206. Tweet along with me during Monday Night Raw every Monday. If you just want to bullshit and tweet random garbage to me, man, I'm looking at it all day long. Pay-per-views, I'm live tweeting at JDfromNY206. And on YouTube, of course, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I don't know what the fuck you're waiting for, bro. Should I ask the Magic 8 Ball if you... Actually, I am. I'm going to ask the Magic 8 Ball if every fucking one of you should subscribe to my channel. And he says, as I see it, yes. I got to get the talking one, bro. It would be a lot more hilarious. But You guys know the deal. ProWrestlingTees.com/offthescript for your new Goon City t-shirt. Bunch of goons populating Goon City right now, so please join the population of Goon City. Or if you just want to get off my TV with Big Show, Ryback, Kane, Braun Strowman, and the rest of those fucking clowns that we don't want to see on Monday night. Hopefully they never show ever again. But if you guys want to get off my TV, you got version 1 and version 2. Or if you just want the regular old, good old, plain, vanilla off-the-script t-shirt, that is there as well. That is my official online shop on ProWrestlingTees.com/offthescript. And as always, WrestleCrate.com. If you guys want the ultimate fucking subscription service for your wrestling needs, man, WrestleCrate has got you covered right to your front door. Coupon code JD sent me for an instant 10% off your first purchase on the regular crate or the ultimate crate. That's WrestleCrate.com and on Twitter at WrestleCrates. The new Podbean iTunes podcast went live yesterday. Make sure you guys check that out. That will be down in the description below. And I did the Chairshot Reality podcast with Blake and Shane. JD's fucking Goon of the month. Who is it this week? You gotta go fucking listen, man. Their description for their podcast is down in my description below, I should say. The link to their podcast is down in the description below. They are on AudioBoom and iTunes as well. So make sure you guys go check them out. Now, let's get on with the news. We got major happenings here. WWE already planning for SummerSlam, or like my dad says, Summer Scam. Never let that one go. Every time I watch SummerSlam, he's always like, every time August rolls around, my dad's like, oh, you're going to be watching that Summer Scam? Yeah, Dad, yeah. It's a Summer Scam every fucking week, every year. It's a Summer Scam every fucking week on WWE. Never mind every year in August. But with WrestleMania now in the rearview mirror, the next major event that fantasy bookers will gravitate towards would be SummerSlam, the biggest party of the summer. The biggest party of the summer is in my fucking pants. Just ask your mother. How to get that out there. SummerSlam tends to center around one major summer angle the WWE rolls out. And while some recent reports suggest that a big angle could focus on a brand split with Shane McMahon leading one show and the Authority running the other, we may now have some light being shed on some of the marquee matches that are being rumored for SummerSlam as well. According to Daily Wrestling News, that's DWN, okay? Preliminary plans seem to be in place for 2 major matches that could help sell SummerSlam. Keep in mind that there are still 4 other pay-per-views: Payback, Extreme Rules, Money in the Bank, and Battleground. If I was in charge of WWE Creative, I would drastically change that around. Money in the Bank would be at WrestleMania, and I would insert King of the Ring and Bash at the Beach. Fuck Money in the Bank and Battleground as pay-per-views. I don't know if I made a commentary on this. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing nowadays, but I think I will make a commentary on how I would book WWE annually for pay-per-views and how I would line them up and bring prestige back to the pay-per-view calendar in WWE. Let me know if you guys want to see something like that. Between now and SummerSlam's date of August 21st, those are the 4 pay-per-views between now and August 21st. So this is certainly subject to change. Current discussions regarding SummerSlam's main event center around Roman Reigns and John Cena for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. I will let you either vomit up your food or just have the eyes roll in the back of your head for just a second, because I know with the names that I just dropped for Roman Reigns and John Cena being in the main event of SummerSlam for the WWE Championship, I know there's going to be a lot of groaning and bitching and moaning, so I'll let you guys calm down a little bit before I get on with the fucking news. And I'm going to take a sip of my Wawa green tea, iced tea, okay? Oh my God, so fucking good, man. I love Wawa. I love Wawa. This is the last remaining remnant of fucking Atlantic City that I have until I actually go down there in a couple of months, man. So John Cena versus Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight Championship. This is fucking like out of nowhere, man. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm in some loopy mood. I'm fucking tired as hell, bro. This would obviously insinuate that Reigns is still the champion by SummerSlam, meaning Reigns' reign as champion would be deep into its 4th month by then. And if that's the case, you'd almost have to imagine that WWE would have officially turned him heel somewhere along the way. He may already be just that by default if WWE continues to book him against other faces like AJ Styles. The feeling within WWE is that Cena will be deserving of another title opportunity by then. I'm sure with you fucking goons listening to me, you don't want to see John Cena in another world title opportunity by then. But it might actually be what's best for business, and I will explain in this very off-the-script episode. So Cena might be deserving of another title opportunity, and sliding a match that was originally discussed for WrestleMania to SummerSlam could transition easy enough. Trouble is, who would the fans cheer for? I don't think the fans would cheer for anybody. I think the fans would fucking literally revolt if this was the main event, because nobody wants to see this. I don't think anybody, unless you're a fucking 11-year-old Indian boy who spells Roman Reigns with a fucking A, Reigns, R-A-I-N-S, and spells his first name like ramen, like you're shopping at fucking aisle 3 at Pathmark. Ramen Reigns in aisle 3, please. The little fucking noodles. Ramen Reigns versus John Cena. The 11-year-old Indian boy is the only one who's going to be fucking looking forward to this match. Are you? No. Am I? No. Who would the fans cheer for? Who fucking cares? The other top match currently being discussed at SummerSlam would pit Brock Lesnar against either Bray Wyatt or Braun Strowman. Just eliminate Braun Strowman from your brains, please. It's not happening. I don't think WWE is that stupid. Bray Wyatt would be the one and the only one of the Wyatt family to go against Brock Lesnar if WWE still wants to go down that path. We know that Vince McMahon pulled the plug on Strowman Undertaker at WrestleMania due to online backlash. So it will be interesting to follow along if and when Strowman receives this rumored push into the upper echelon of the card. Not happening. I just don't see it happening right now. Lesnar and Wyatt were also originally slotted for Mania, but those plans changed, with Dean Ambrose replacing Wyatt and the Eater of Worlds booked into a segment with The Rock and a surprise return of the man himself, Super John Cena. There are many wild cards that could go for SummerSlam plans and throw SummerSlam plans for a loop. But the one big one at present would be the presence of AJ Styles. Styles is already booked in the main event against Roman Reigns at Payback for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. If Styles' popularity continues to climb, he may force WWE's hand to break out their erasers and draft up new ideas for the near future, including SummerSlam. Not to mention the arrival of Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, which also throws an added dimension into the mix where they could potentially reunite Styles in a reformation of the Bullet Club. Other factors WWE must consider when booking SummerSlam would be the returns of some of their injured stars. This rumor indicates they're confident Cena will be back by then, and he suggests he'll have returned well before then. But what about Randy Orton and Seth Rollins? Whenever Rollins returns to the ring, he'll certainly lay a justified claim that he wants his title back and he wants to be in the title picture by virtue of the fact that he was never beaten for it. Rather, he was stripped for the championship due to his injury. Plus, WWE would seriously consider passing, or would WWE consider passing over a potential Bray-Brock Lesnar match again? I don't know. At this time, in favor of the much greener Braun Strowman, I doubt it. Will Wyatt Lesnar still be an option for SummerSlam if the rumored Wyatt face turn actually becomes reality? We are still more than 4 months away from SummerSlam, but it's certainly interesting to get a glimpse of what WWE officials are thinking for their biggest party of the summer. There's a lot to digest there, people, and I am going to go into yet another piece of information right here, which actually plays into what I want to talk about. Vince McMahon is planning for John Cena versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania 33. At WrestleMania 32, The Undertaker defeated Shane McMahon in the Hell in a Cell match, only to disappear once more into the darkness. We don't know when he will return or even if he will return. Many sources have been claiming that the dead man has been telling many people that his match with Shane McMahon will be his final. but there is some speculation that it won't be if Vince McMahon has anything to say about it. Again, according to DailyWrestlingNews.com, DWN.com, Vince McMahon is still very confident in his ability to get The Undertaker back for at least one more WrestleMania next year. This isn't the first time that The Undertaker has claimed he had his final match, and Vince believes that he'll be able to set up John Cena versus The Undertaker at next year's WrestleMania in Orlando. Of course, we just finished WrestleMania 32, so it's a little bit much and a little early to begin talking about WrestleMania 33, but it's likely that we'll be seeing that matchup next year. Vince's perspective is very similar to that, and that if he just waits for The Undertaker to heal, get his mind in order, and have some space, he'll approach him with some ideas and an offer. Vince's perspective is very similar to that, and if he just waits for The Undertaker to heal, he really believes that he can get The Undertaker back for WrestleMania one more time, okay? In the past, Vince has been able to sway The Undertaker into returning for something by giving him time after he finishes up WrestleMania. When it gets closer to the next WrestleMania, Vince hopes the itch will be back for the dead man, and it usually has been that way. There is scheduled to be some sort of John Cena WWE World title reign at some point this year or early next year. If this occurs, many believe he will very well be put against The Undertaker at WrestleMania 33 with the title on the line. This would give Undertaker one last WrestleMania in a huge match for the biggest prize in the industry. From all reports, it does seem WWE is really going to push for Cena Taker next year. It makes the most sense, and both men have been waiting to make it happen for years on the grandest stage. It almost did this past year. The match alone might sway Undertaker for Vince, especially if he does this closer to the event. WrestleMania 33 takes place in Orlando, Florida, and not Dallas, Texas, though some think that The Undertaker may never want to do one last match scenarios just because he doesn't want to have that pressure on him if he wants to go back into the ring at some point. He can do it without offending a talent or that he was supposed to have his last match against that talent. This theory has made sense due to so many people retiring and coming out of retirement. However, you cannot beat going out in your match at your event in your home state. The match lived up to the hype for many in a moment that will be etched in our minds from the event for years to come, with Shane McMahon jumping off Hell in a Cell and landing through a table. It was a good way to go out if The Undertaker wants to call it quits there. Something could be said for the call to perform at WrestleMania, though. We certainly should not count Vince McMahon out on having the dead man return to WWE for yet another WrestleMania. All I will say is this: what Vince McMahon wants, Vince McMahon always gets. That is what I wanted to talk about. Now we're going to mash this up and talk about everything from the beginning, okay? I honestly see Roman Reigns and John Cena happening at SummerSlam. I think SummerSlam, obviously WWE is going to be in the state of mind that they have to. I'm pretty sure they're going to outbook themselves for WrestleMania. I mean, anybody could fucking book a better card than WrestleMania. I mean, for Christ's sakes, Payback is going to be better than WrestleMania. That's just the way it is. WrestleMania was fucking awful. Nothing out of WrestleMania happened that left me wowed at all. It was a lot left on the table, a lot to be desired. WWE went in there, felt rushed, felt overwhelmed with the injuries. Seemed like WWE wanted to go into WrestleMania, get it over with, and get the fuck out. And hit that reset button all over again. Roman Reigns and John Cena, I do believe, will happen at SummerSlam because it's something that the WWE, someone in the WWE, just wants to have happen. And it's a big enough match that WWE will book this to be the main event of SummerSlam, okay? Now, I would be against that, the way I see it. With Roman Reigns and AJ Styles, WWE has several different paths that they can go down, okay? And I'm going to reference the Solid Monster, you fucking goons who come to me on Twitter. This is his idea, okay? My idea was for AJ Styles to turn heel and have Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows, Luke Gallows, join him and reform the Bullet Club, okay? That was my idea. the original plan, the original stable, where Roman Reigns loses the title at Payback to AJ Styles due to outside interference in an NWO outsider type scenario. And then Roman Reigns fights to get his title back. If WWE wants to build him up as a babyface, he enlists the help of Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, and we have The Shield versus the Bullet Club, and there you have it. Simple fucking booking, okay? I don't think WWE is going to turn AJ Styles heel. I don't think it really makes sense to turn him heel. The way he's selling merchandise and the way he's performing in the ring, I don't think turning him heel would do anything good. Honestly, keep him as a babyface. Roman Reigns, on the other hand, seems to be embracing the fucking hate like we all want him to. He is not a heel. He is not a face, officially. He is whatever the fuck he wants to be. He's cocky, he's arrogant, he's the WWE champion, and he has this fucking persona that he's going out there with the title, and you're gonna watch him regardless. You can fucking say and do whatever you want. You're there, you paid your ticket, you have to see me. You have to sit through this segment while I stand here with the WWE Championship. That's what Roman Reigns' attitude has been. And that's what he needs to do. Amp it up a little bit, have him play a dick, a prick-like heel, and he'll get over. And he'll be a heel by default. You don't necessarily have to fucking struggle to make this guy heel or put him in a scenario where it's going to push him well over the fence in that direction. It's happening on its own organically. Let it happen. That's when it's best, okay? Now, what Solid Monster had referenced on his podcast a few weeks ago, and I actually think I like this idea better, okay? Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson came out and attacked the Usos. Now, at first glance, at first thought, they attacked the Usos. Who are the Usos related to? Who are the Usos friends with? Roman Reigns. Now, I don't know if they're going to attack the Usos to try and gain entry into the tag team tournament and eventually win it all. I don't know. That could very well be. We have to see how this plays out. But I don't think WWE is going to go that route. I think the money tag team match here is with Enzo and Cass and New Day. I think that's what's going to happen at Payback. I think this might have been all a swerve. I really think that they threw that in there to swerve everybody. Oh, they attacked the Usos. Are Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows now going to go after Roman Reigns, being that there's a relation there? I don't know. You know, to the normal goon out there, that might very well be. But if you have this swerve happening, and we fast forward to Payback a little bit, AJ Styles and Roman Reigns, you want to continue building Roman Reigns more on the heel side. And you have to do that with the help of Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows. AJ Styles is going to be a babyface. He's going to remain a babyface. He's not going to beat Roman Reigns. He's not going to beat Roman Reigns for the title. Anderson and Gallows will come out at Payback, and they will continue what they started in New Japan. They followed AJ Styles all the way to WWE to ensure that he does not get the WWE title. Nobody expected Styles to be in this position. Anderson and Gallows are the outsiders. They will prevent AJ Styles from getting the WWE Championship. And in turn, they are siding with Roman Reigns. Whether you want to start the new Bullet Club with Roman Reigns as the leader, whether you want to fucking call it the Roman Empire like Solid Monster had already stated, whatever you call these guys, they will be a faction. I actually think reforming a new Bullet Club or Bulletproof with Roman Reigns as the fucking leader is fantastic. It gets him heat. It gets him hated. Because nobody in their right mind, if you love the Bullet Club in New Japan, there's no way in your right mind you would want to see Roman Reigns leading Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows. There's no way you would want to see that. Instant fucking heat. I like it. It's a swerve that they attack the Usos. In turn, they're helping Roman Reigns. It's a swerve. It's a risk. At this point, WWE can take risks. I think they're in a position right now with the way house show attendance is, with the way the ratings are still plummeting every fucking week on Monday Night Raw. And Monday Night Raw this past week was fucking great. There's no reason why the ratings should be plummeting. I don't know what's going on. So WWE is in a position right now with house show sales and ratings on USA Network To the point where they can take a risk, a calculated risk here, a well thought out risk, and have their storylines set up for the remainder of the summer. I like it. And I like that idea better than my own. Okay? So you have Roman Reigns, Carl Anderson, and Doc Gallows. Bulletproof. There you go. What happens with AJ Styles? AJ Styles feels screwed. AJ Styles is going to go out and enlist his own people. He is going to fight fire with fire. Roman Reigns took his guys. He's going to take Roman Reigns' guys. Dean Ambrose doesn't like the way Roman Reigns is headed. He doesn't like the direction that Roman Reigns is headed in. He wants the WWE Championship for himself. He feels slighted. He feels screwed. Seth Rollins, obviously, never lost the title. He wants his fucking title back. AJ Styles is going to enlist Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins because they both want the same fucking thing. All three of them want the same thing. They want Roman Reigns and they want the WWE Championship. From there, you have AJ, Seth, and Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns, Doc Gallows, and Carl Anderson. Shield 2.0. Shield 2.0 versus Bulletproof. There you go. Calculated risk? Damn right. Something that's out of the box? Damn right. Something that would gauge people's interests? You goddamn right. Intriguing? Yes. SummerSlam? Abso-fucking-lutely. That's what I think happens at SummerSlam. That's what I think fucking happens at SummerSlam. A rematch between AJ Styles and Roman Reigns. Maybe a tag team match with Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose as faces versus Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson. And then you could book SummerSlam the way you want. Bray versus Brock. John Cena could go against whomever. I don't know. You can have fun with the card, man. Everybody should be back from injury by then. And then you can set up SummerSlam that way. WWE's priority here for the summer should be AJ and Roman Reigns. Bulletproof and the Shield. However you want to do it. If you want to have Roman lead the Bulletproof clan, take a risk. I like it. If you want to stick to simple booking and have AJ Styles lead his guys and Roman get the old band back together with Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, I'm okay by that too. Either way you look at it, the summer should be about the Bullet Club and the Shield. That is it. No John Cena involved just yet, okay? Where does John Cena fit into all this? Well, Roman Reigns, more than likely, will be the WWE Champion coming out of all this, okay? I know you guys want Seth Rollins to be thrust right back into the title picture. I don't see that happening until next year. I think WWE has bigger fish to fry here. And with the inclusion of AJ and the Bullet Club and possibly Finn Balor down the line in 2016, I don't know if throwing AJ or throwing Seth Rollins into a WWE Championship feud right now and getting him back into the title hunt right away is going to be best for business. You don't want to fuck up what's going on here. Wait for Seth Rollins for 2017. He will have his day again, and it's going to come. How? Roman Reigns versus John Cena, I would much rather have booked at the Royal Rumble. We haven't seen a WWE Championship match since the Triple Threat match with Cena, Lesnar, and Seth Rollins, which was unfucking believable, okay? That was the last time we've seen a WWE Championship match at WrestleMania, at Royal Rumble. I would love to have a Royal Rumble, old school Royal Rumble, in which there is a WWE Championship match, one-on-one, where we have one champion determined, and then we go into the Royal Rumble, and we have the Royal Rumble winner determined. And we have one match for WrestleMania already set, coming out of the pay-per-view. No fucking bullshit, no fucking screw jobs, no stipulations. One championship match, one winner determined, one Royal Rumble match, one winner crowned. That's it. We have one WrestleMania match coming out of the Royal Rumble. Roman Reigns and John Cena should happen at the Royal Rumble. John Cena should win the WWE Championship and should have the title going into WrestleMania. This was brought up by Jim Ross well before The Undertaker lost to Brock Lesnar. Undertaker going into WrestleMania against John Cena for the WWE Championship would be best for business. Undertaker, this will be his 25th WrestleMania, okay? John Cena, the WWE Champion. Obviously, Undertaker can't continue to do this forever. Eventually, he is going to have to step away. I think next year, honestly, in my opinion, in my heart, I think The Undertaker next year is his last WrestleMania. That's it. There's no better way to make everybody aware that it is by putting him in a title match with John Cena. Add a stipulation. Add something to it. Make it interesting. Now, obviously, this would have been absolutely fucking off the charts if the streak was still intact, and that's why I was never a big fan of Brock Lesnar taking the streak away. The streak should still be the Undertaker's for WrestleMania. This would have made this moment all that much better. Having John Cena and the Undertaker and people on the edge of their seat. John Cena, will he break the streak? The one man that the WWE would probably give the streak to in John Cena, and everybody would be fucking cringing at the thought that John Cena was the one to break the Undertaker streak. Can you imagine that? You know? That would have been fucking edge of your seat, fucking nail-biting action, man. Undertaker would obviously end up winning, because I don't think WWE would be that stupid, but Undertaker, WrestleMania 33, John Cena, WWE Championship. I think that's what needs to happen. If it is the Undertaker's last Mania, you have to have him go out on top. There's no man more deserving of the absolute pomp, pageantry, fucking unbelievable ceremony, making it memorable than the Undertaker. This man is the fucking essence of the WWE. He is the most popular fucking character ever created within the WWE. He is the lifeblood, the patriarch of the WWE. He goes into WrestleMania and he beats John Cena for the WWE Championship. He goes out on top, he retires. He's done. He's done. He comes out on Monday Night Raw. The next night, Raw after Mania, he fucking vanquishes into the darkness. He relinquishes the title. He's done. No more for Undertaker, and that is it. He rides off into the sunset, and he is finally done with his WWE duties. No more. What does WWE do now, being that The Undertaker just won the title, and he gave it up? You have an 8-man tournament on Raw after Mania. An 8-man tournament. Nothing else on this night should be discussed. No, nothing else on this night should be talked about. WWE Championship, 8-man tournament. You take the 8 very best motherfuckers that you have on that roster at that very point. Rollins, Ambrose, Orton, Wyatt, Owens, Zayn, whoever the fuck you want to put in there, man. I don't know what's going to happen a year from now. 8 guys in one night. We get a 3-hour Raw that's all about the WWE Championship. And one champion is crowned. The reset is going to happen, and a major storyline comes out of that Monday Night Raw. Not only with the WWE Championship, but who is next in line for a title shot. That's what I would do. That's what I would do, and that is the very best idea for now. John Cena versus Roman Reigns should not happen at SummerSlam. I think WWE should really push AJ in the Bullet Club and the Shield idea, because this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. If they don't capitalize on this now, it will never happen. And people want to see it happen. More people than not want to see this happen. John Cena and Roman Reigns, you could always visit that at the beginning of 2017, towards the tail end of 2016. You don't need to have this immediately. WWE jumping in bed with this fucking idea, man. It's not going to happen. Let it simmer. You got something absolutely memorable on your fucking plate, staring you right in the face. Do that first, and then get on with the John Cena, Roman Reigns bullshit. But that's where I'm coming from. That's my thought on that. And hopefully, WWE has a right fucking, a right attitude with this, and some fucking logic and common sense behind it, because, you know, it's easy for them to fuck shit up. And I don't want to see them fuck shit up, but whatever we just discussed here on part 1, I think that is the very best idea for everybody involved. Let me know what you guys are thinking about that. My idea is good, bad, ugly, I don't know, man. You let me know down below. I'm getting out of here. I gotta get some sleep. I'm glad I got to record off the script for you guys, but let me know what you're thinking down below. I'm gonna leave you a poll in the video as well. Do you want to see John Cena versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania 33? For the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. You guys let me know, sound off, and leave me a comment down below. Hit that thumbs up. Let's try for 1,000 likes, as always, on this part 1 for Off the Script. I'm JD. I'll be back with part 2, as always, on Saturday morning. Until then, guys, take care. Enjoy your Friday, and I'll see you right back here for part 2 of Off the Script.